Very good morning and welcome to all the delegates and speakers for the CME for Teachers of Samhita Siddhanta, organized by Government Ayurveda Medical College, Bengaluru and sponsored by Rashtriya Ayurveda Vidyapita, New Delhi. We will start today's first session. We have Dr. Sriranga Galgali with us. I cordially welcome Dr. Sriranga Galgali for the CME program. I request Dr. Megha to escort him to the dais. Thank you, Dr. Megha. I request Dr. Nalina, Associate Professor Panchakarma, to introduce our guest speaker.
Good morning to one and all. It gives me an immense honor to introduce our first speaker, Vaidya Sriranga Galgali sir. He has completed his BMS through the University of Pune before graduating first class from Gujarat Ayurvedic University, Jamnagar, where he's received his MD. Additionally, sir has also completed MA in Sanskrit and PhD in Ayurveda. He has served over more than 10,000 patients in his last 18 years of his clinical practice in Ayurveda and Panchakarma. He is a founder of the renowned Ayurvedic hospital, Punarvasu Chikitsalaya, based in Pune, where he is also a board director and director of Punarvasu Academic Wing, which runs a highly reputable postgraduate program for Ayurvedic physicians. Apart from his clinical practice, he has also served in a number of research and educational positions, including cancer research, and also delivered presentations at both national Ayurvedic and medical conferences within India as well as international conferences. Sriranga Galgali sir has also experienced as a guest lecturer and examiner at different universities across the nation. We welcome you, sir, once again for the first session.
Thank you, Dr. Nalina. Today's first session is on Panchamahabhuta. I hand over mic to the speaker.
Namaste. We'll speak about Panchamahabhuta. All of you well aware about what is Panchamahabhuta and everything. I will try to give some contribution which I think after reading Samhitas. Mahabhuta. What is Mahabhuta? It's a basic thing. It's written here, Bhu Bhavati. Bhuta Bhavati iti, being in existence. Can you tell me what is being in existence? Bhavati means what? What do you mean by being in existence? One which is formed. Atma is not formed. Correct. One which is Nitya. So Prithvi is not Bhut. Huh? Sattam Anubhavayanti. Being in existence. Can you simplify it? Can you tell it to the layman? Huh? Yes, everybody is very near to what they are saying. But how will you convey this to a layman? Yes, yes. Getting manifested, vyakta se vyakta hona. To a layman who don't know Ayurveda, to that simplicity, how can you take it? Coming into existence means what? Pardon? Kindly? Yes, that's also true. Yes. Everybody is much near here. He is nearest. Both of them, Sattam Anubhavayanti, getting manifested. Huh? Yes. What do you mean by experience? You can perceive. Correct. Correct? What you can perceive, perceivable, cognizable level of understanding. It exists, but if you don't understand, it is not a bhuta bhavati. Correct? व्यक्त से व्यक्त होना, सत्ताम अनुभवंती. What do you mean by all this? You can understand it by your indriyas. You can understand its knowledge. You can get the jnana by jnanendriyas. And we are having 5 jnanendriyas. So only 5 Mahabhutas. That is the answer. Why 5? Correct? There can be 6th. There can be 4. Correct? First is, what is Pancha Mahabhuta? One which has a clear manifestation, which has satta, which has existence, which we can perceive. Correct? We can perceive this universe in 5 elements. We can perceive this universe in only 5 elements. We cannot describe or convey the knowledge without using these 5. It's not possible. Just let me know, how is this by not using any of the 5 senses? Can you describe this? Without using any 5 senses. If you want to understand anything, you have to use this 5 and nothing else. What else is Atma Guna? That is Buddhi. That is Atma Guna, that is Buddhi, which is original source of knowledge, which always exists there in the universe, which we understand, which we reveal. We say that research has been done and that is revealed now. That buddhi, that jnana is always exists there. That is Atma Guna. Correct? So, 5 Mahabhutas, Sarvamidam Panchabhautikam. Why it is Sarvamidam Panchabhautikam? It may be Shat Bhautikam, but we need some 6th organ to understand it. Correct? So, gross classification in 5 elements. Why 5? I answered it. We can understand the world in 5 types, that is Artha. The word Artha, the meaning, the tika given on the word earth in Charak Shariristhan 1. Chakrapani translates it as Tanmatra. But it is not so. There is commentary available of Jyotish Chandra Saraswati only on Charak Shariristhan 1. He clearly mentions Artha is what we perceive by the organs. Artha is not Tanmatra. Tanmatra is not the concept never mentioned in direct Samhitas. It is mentioned in Tikas. What mentioned in Shushruta Shariristhan 1, he says Sankhyetu. When he finishes it, he said Vaidyaketu. He clearly discriminates it. Whatever he has described earlier is Sankhyetu. And hereafter he will tell about Vaidyaketu. Correct? So this is the concept which is taking out and covering up our concept of Artha. So Artha is what the way we understand the word, the perceptions. So there are 5 Arthas. Punasya dhatu bhedana chaturvimshatikah smrtaha manah dashendriyani arthaha. You can see this tika afterwards. Prakrutishcha ashtadhatuki. Again, this is very typical thing. This has been related always with Chaturvimshati Purush of Sankhya. Correct? It's a very big thing, very good thing about India. We have Shraddha. Correct? And that is our very big lacuna. We don't question. We have Shraddha. Oh yes, you are Chakrapani is saying, so you are correct. But if Chakrapani is saying something which Charak is not saying, we have a right to question him. We have a right to question Charak also. Apart from this teaching, let me tell you, till I finished my graduation, I never purchased Charak Samhita. Because I have a very good faith in Ashtanga Hridaya. I said, this is the way to teach. This see the sequence, how he teaches. And Charaka, as if the binding of the book has been loosened and again banded wrongly. Any topic comes anywhere, and it starts anywhere, he finishes anywhere. So, my love for Charak is not first sight love. I had a fight with him. And then, these type of secrets, when he started revealing, really you can't stop loving him. Prakritisya Ashtadhatuki. Our concept of Prakriti is not like the Prakriti and Purush of Sankhya. Our Prakriti is Ashtadhatuki. Our Prakriti is Ashtadhatuki. Sankhya's Prakriti evolves into Ashta in a different things. Sankhya don't say that these 8 are a part of Prakriti. He says these are the evolutions of Prakriti taken after it gets combined with Purush. And for us, only the combination of Purush matters. So for us, Prakritisya Ashtadhatuki this is the Prakriti for us. Next. So Artha is not Tanmatra. What exists in this world are only 2 things. What are the Shad Padarthas? We accept Samanyam cha, Vishesham cha. Correct? Let's sum up the things. How these 6 are. Samanyam, Vishesham. Does this Samanya and Vishesha do have any existence other than Dravya, Guna and Karma? Can we state any existence of Samanya Vishesh Padartha other than their existence in Dravya, Guna and Karma? Just give a thought. Do they? No. Correct? Same for Samvaya. Does it have any separate existence other than Dravya Guna Karma? So let's sum up 6 into 3. Correct? Why he has given 6? It has a different answer. We will, if it is necessary, I will answer that. But let's sum up, let's understand this. Why this 6 has been? This is a different question. Now we have to sum up it into 3. We cannot understand Samanya without the help of Dravya, Guna and Karma. Correct? Similarly for Samavaya. Now it comes to Dravya, Guna and Karma. Correct? So what exists as matter exists as energy before it gets materialized as Bhuta. Dravya itself is materialized energy. And when that Dravya gets disintegrated, it converts into energy. So it's just interchanging. Next. So this is the truth. Correct? E is equal to mc square. We cannot deny it. Nobody can deny it. It's always there. Energy and matter are mutually convertible. It solidifies how this Pancha Mahabhuta come into existence. One, the energy which has no shape, nothing, just its neutral thing. When it gets materialized, it becomes Dravya. And this materialization becomes more and more immense with special effects to give. So different arthas get evolved. So these are the 5 Mahabhutas with the layers. We'll come to this topic later. Evolution is thus a conversion of energy into matter. But still there are 3. Next. Dravya and Guna. Actually it's not even karma. It's Dravya and Guna. How? Dravya has Sukshma Bhav. I will come to this later because we have to explain this more as Pancha Mahabhuta topic. Guna. Guna itself has 2 facets. One is kinetic energy and second is potential energy. Shatavari is Shita. It's Guna. Correct? That is its potentials. It is there in Shatavari. Until and unless I consume it, Agni changes that bhautik thing into a biological thing. That is Pachana. Transformation of bhautik, physical and chemical entity into biological one is digestion. It digested into the bodily parts and then it has a capacity to give the karma. Correct? That is kinesis. The water behind the dam wall has a potential. That potential is obstructed by that wall. That wall feels that pressure. But its potential. When it is liberated from those windows, it flows and it has a kinesis. That's a kinetic energy. So that Dravya has those gunas. And those gunas, when get digested, it gets manifested into the biological one and karma starts. And again it condensifies into Dravya. Shatavari when consumed, it has a Shita guna, Snigdha guna, it gets into karma and converts into the mouse. It converts into Meda. It converts into Majja, Asthi, Shukra. Correct? This type of conversions are continuously going on. Dravya has again 2 aspects to understand. One is Sukshma Bhava and Sthula Bhava. Correct? Sukshma Bhava. Dravya of Sukshma Bhava are those which we cannot understand by our Indriyas. By our Indriyas we cannot understand those easily. We have to understand those and take those concepts with Shabda Pramana. Correct? So these are the Sukshma Bhavas and those we can understand by our Indriyas. Those are Sthula Bhavas. Next. Dravya Sangraha is, for understanding, we divide it into 2 parts, Sukshma Bhava and Sthula Bhava. Sukshma Bhava again has 2 aspects, Anu and Vibhu. Anu and Vibhu. Anu, Mana, Vibhu, Atma, Disha and Kala. Actually Atma, Disha and Kala, these are not perceived. We accept this. Correct? As Shabda Pramana, we accept it. Disha, there is no Disha. There is no Kal. We accept this. We split it for our sake and we understand that part. We nomenclature those parts. Correct? So these are the Sukshma Bhavas. Sthula Bhavas are 5 Mahabhutas. What we understand is 5 Mahabhutas. Up to this point, everything is clear? We will move to the next. Now, we will start specifically with Mahabhut details. Evolution of Mahabhuta. Bhutantara Pravesha. Eka paschat purataha pragata gamanam. What do you mean by Bhutantara Pravesha? Ek paschat puratah. This evolution, this energy condensifies and manifests to one level. We can hear it, we cannot have its tactile sense. Then we can hear it and we can have the tactile sense. We can see it, we can taste it. Like this, it's pragatah gamanam. Indriya paratah. This bhutantar pravesh is beyond our senses. Only Shabda Praman is a thing by which we can understand this bhutantar pravesh has taken place. Lokanusar Bhed. This type of concept of Jalaloke, Varunaloke, it exists with Nyaya Vaisheshik concepts only. We don't accept this concept, but this is one of the concepts we must know. Evolution of further new potentials. Energy, that is Artha. I already told you this meaning. Next. Panchikaran. Mixing, Bhutantar Anupravesh is a different thing. This is evolution from zero existence to the existence. Sattam Anubhavanti. That is Bhutantar Anupravesh. Now what has been in existence mixes and manifests and creates the cosmos. This is Panchikaran. As per Darshan Shastra, Mahabhuta Ekatrikaran is with specific proportions. One half of the main Mahabhutas and rest contributes half part. Correct? This is Panchikaran concept. Ayurveda don't accept this concept. We don't actually narrate how much proportionate anything should be. What is given in the Samhita is Vyapadeshena Bhuyasa. What is, it should be more. It should be more. It can be 90% one and 10% all others, but it should be more. It should be clearly manifestable thing. So this proportion is non-specific proportion. Dominance of one Mahabhuta is expected. Next. Little. Bhutano Pravesh happens only once. Panchikaran is a process which is repeated again and again. Bhutano Pravesh is once, Panchikaran is repeated. These are some classical references for that. Shadrasa Nirman. How Shadrasa are manifested? Why only 6 is answered here. Shadrasa Antarikshad Brahshamanaha. Antariksha Jal in the monsoon, when Antarikshad Brahshamanaha Jalaha Brahshtascha Panchamahabhuta Guna Samanvitaha Jangamasthavarāṇāṃ Bhūtānāṃ Murtihi Abhiprinayanti Tasu Murtishu Shadbhihi Murchanti Rasa. So this is the mixing, and this mixing is different in different countries, in different states. Correct? Similarly, Evam Esham Rasanam Shadatvam Upapannam Nyunati Reke Visheshan Mahabhutanam. So by this way, these 6 rasas get manifested with the different variations. Only 6, but again, if you understand, Madhura ras of sugar, Madhura ras of good, Madhura ras of Ikshu, Madhura ras of Vidari, Madhura ras of Ananta, again has different sets. Correct? So though it is 6, we can actually experience this proportion of Mahabhuta is varying again and again. Correct? One more reference for that. Next. Vipak Paribhasha. Jaṭharena Agnina Yoga Tedudeti Rasantaram Rasanam Parinamante Tad Vipaka iti smrita. Correct? The word Rasantaram is a very important word. Rasantaram. I will explain this Rasantaram in next few slides. Jaṭharena Agnina Yoga, as I told you, due to the combination with Rasa, with the combination with Agni, the consumed Mahabhutas get split and their combination takes place again. what existing outside is a chemical and physical thing, is broken, and those different needed parts of the Pancha Mahabhutas were captured, tagged together, and prepared new thing, new rasa is evolved, that is vipak. Rasanam parinamante. Parinamana is pachan. Parinamana is pachan. Transformation is pachan. Breaking down of Mahabhutas and creating and restructuring them is pachan. Correct? Next. Dravyani karmukani bhavanti. द्रव्याणि कार्मुकाणि भवन्ति द्रव्य प्रभावात् गुण प्रभावात् द्रव्य गुण प्रभावात् च. Correct? So, dravya prabhav, guna prabhav and dravya guna prabhav. This is from Charak Sutrasthan 26. Dravya, how it gives its actions, as we have seen in the earlier slides, dravya and guna. Guna has two criteria again, manifestation and potential. Correct? So it itself gets manifested when karma starts, karma begins. Correct? Karma na anyad apekshate. It's a very big commentary on that. We have gone through that. It's a very big commentary, and at the end of commentary, where we are, from where we started, there we are. So, in short, karma na anyad apekshate, karma expects nothing. It's really true. It's not true. Correct? Karma needs the potential. Correct? The previous Prime Minister was able to do the demonetization. Do you think so? This Prime Minister has done the demonetization. The previous Prime Minister was capable of doing that. He needs that potential. He needs that power. Correct? If I had Pani Puri and if I expect it should give Shita Guna to my body, Allada. Correct? It's not possible. So that Dravya needs that potential to get that karma done. So karma na anyad apekshate except guna. Na anyad apekshate. What it expects is its own potentials to work. The typical energy to manifest that karma. Correct? To have that karma done, to have the bruhan done, there are Shadvidopakramas. Shadvidopakrama, the Santarpana, Apadarpani Adhyaya. Then Langana Bruhani Adhyaya. In Langana Bruhani Adhyaya, he has given the set of gunas. For Langana, this is the set of gunas, then Bruhan, this is set of the gunas. Okay? Out of all this set, in Langana Guna, I withdraw that Laghu Gun and leave all those gunas, the rest of gunas, and I say that it's a Langan. Do you get this? If I am doing Langana, Laghu is mandatory. I cannot say that for Langana Guna, Karmana Anyad Apekshate other than Laghu. For Svedana, Ushna is mandatory. If I don't use Ushna, if I use Shita and use all other gunas given in this shloka, I cannot say that I am doing Svedana. Correct? Similarly here, Dravya Karmukani Bhavanti, Dravya Prabhavat, Guna Prabhavat, Dravya Guna Prabhavat cha. Out of this, Dravya Prabhava is a part of Mahabhutas. That is, its internal structuring of Mahabhutas. How we understand Dravya? I already answered it. How we understand Dravya? Huh? Correct? And how we understand that? Correct? Okay? So we cannot understand any Dravya without understanding Guna or Karma. So Dravya Prabhavat, how can we understand this? Only by Shabda Praman. Dravya Prabhavat can be understood only by Shabda Praman. Like Arjuna is Rudya. try to explain how Arjun is Rudya. We can have a PhD on that. Correct? But again, by not the use of five senses, other than pratyaksha, we have to tell all other things, all other pramanas. So, Dravya Prabhav is understood only by Shabda Pramana. Guna Prabhav is our area of using the logic. Is our area of using the logic. Guna itself is rasa. I will come to that point in the next slide only. One can understand Dravya by guna or karma only. No single guna exists in the group. They always exist in the group. Can you tell me any Dravya which has only one guna? Just give a thought for a moment. Any Dravya which has only one guna. It do not exist. Next. Rasa is the first clinical step to understand Panchabhautik biological aspect. Tesham rasopadeshena nirdesho guna sangraha. By telling rasa, by narrating rasa, Granthakar actually tells us that this test, when you have this test, it has Madhura rasa. Sweet test has Madhura rasa. I am specifically using this word, this sentence. Madhura rasa and Madhura test are the different things. Madhura test tells us that it has a Madhura rasa. That means it has Guru, Shita and Snigdha guna. Correct? You can see this in Charak Sutra Sthan 26. On Satik, page number 143, slok starts, it comes to the slok number 43. Madhura rasaha. Shatpada pipilikanam ishtatamaha. Snigdha shito guruscha. He gives the set of three. He gives the set of three. And again amla rasaha. Klebeyati, jarayati, prinayati, laghu ushnaha, snigdhascha. Again in Lavana rasa, it is Guru snigdha, ushnascha, katu rasa, laghu ushnaha, rukshascha. In every rasa explanation he has given this set, and at the end of this shloka he gives this shlok, Tesham rasopadeshena nirdesho guna sangraha, shlok number 46. Tesham rasopadeshena nirdesho guna sangraha. Actually, by narrating rasa, I have given you the set of gunas. If you just take the next page, page number 146, slok number 53 to 56. Here he explains the gradations of gunas. Here he explains the gradations of gunas. Correct? So, rasa is the first clinical step. Guna is a conceptual step. Bruhane Guru is a conceptual step. It's not actually always so. If Guru gets associated with Ruksha, this may give something else. Just imagine one wheel which has 100 kg of string here, 100 kg upside and 50 kg on this side. Where this wheel is going to move? It's like this for the Dravya because it is Guna Sangraha. It has potentials, but potentials has different grades and different ways to act. Correct? So what is the clinical step is always rasa. How we understand Dravya, first clinical step is always rasa. Correct? So rasa is not mere test. Test is a tool to understand rasa. Similarly, the same quotations explaining in Vagbhat Sutrasthan 9, Gurvadayah guna dravvet prithivyaadau rasashre raseshu vyapadishyante sahacharyopacharaka. Because those Gurvadi guna are in those prithivyaadi dravyat, and those sets are explained as rasadi. Correct? So, the conclusion comes, rasa is the first clinical step to understand the Panchabhautik biological aspect. It's not the only, it is the first. It is the first. From where you should start, this is the first step to start. Correct? Next. And that's now under, just take it down. Again. Little more. Yes. Now, by understanding this meaning of rasa, read this shloka again. Jatharena agnina yogat yat udeti rasantaram. The set of gunas changes in vipak. If this set of Panchamahabhutas, this set of gunas, what was existing outside, is same as it's getting manifested and restructured inside, then rasa and vipak is same, on in the same line. But if it changes, the set inside changes, then vipak become different. Yes. Understanding shades of rasa. Yah syat rasa vikalpadnyah syatcha dosha vikalpavit. Rasa vikalpana. In Samhitas they have given 63 rasa vikalpanas. Same, dosha vikalpanas are 63. Correct? Yasyad rasa vikalpadnyah syatcha dosha vikalpavit. If you go to Kashyap Samhita, he has listed more than 1000 rasa vikalpanas and dosha vikalpanas. How it can be done? So, this vikalpana has n number of facets, n number of shades to understand. But for being a physician, you must understand rasa vikalpana. What type of potentials, what type of things are going on as hetu? Rasa comes in both the aspects. This rasa comes in both the aspects. First it comes as hetu, and secondly it comes as aushad. Dosha vikalpana first comes as samprapti construction and then samprapti vighatan. Correct? In the both aspects we have to understand these things. Yosyat rasa vikalpadnyah syatcha dosha vikalpavit na samuyhet vikaranam hetu linga upashantishu. This is Triskandha Ayurveda. Correct? So understanding vikalpana of dosh, understanding vikalpana of rasa is a basic thing. And if you don't make any mistake in this, you will be a successful physician. How this rasa vikalpana takes place? How this rasa vikalpana leads to dosha vikalpana? This is explained in Charak Vimansthan 1. That is a different topic. It's not related with this topic what we are studying now. So just go and see those things, and I think there are some references in my next lecture of basic principles. Sharira doshanam ekadhisthaniyanam sannipahata samsargahava samana gunatva. Ekadhisthaniyanam, in the body, all doshas are together. They are not living separately in separate compartments. They are in the same body. Ekadhisthaniyanam. Correct? Ekadhisthaniyanam sannipatah samsargaha samana gunatvat bhavati. Their samsarga or sannipat takes place because they are samana gunatvat. Samana gunatvat ekadhisthaniyanam. They are living in the same place and it always with the one guna. One guna, how can it goes with samsarga sannipataha? The explanation is next. Doshahi, dushanaihi samana. The tika on this by Chakrapani is really very good. Doshahi dushanaihi samana. The what is given in Chakrapani, I will read that. Page number 254, श्लोक number 10, चरक विमान स्थान 6. दूषणैः दूषणैः इति हेतुभिः. दोषा हि दूषणैः समानः. मीन्स दूषणैः इति हेतुभिः प्रायो हि शरीराणां वातादीनां समान एव हेतु भवति. यथा अम्लं लवणं कटु च पित्तकरम्. अम्लं लवणं कटु च पित्तकरम्. तत्र अम्लं सकफं पित्तं करोति. As they are ekadhisthaniyanam, amlarasa will not cause pitta prakop only, it will cause sakafam pittam karoti. Then lavanam sapittam kafam karoti. The shade will change because lavan is atyushna. Then katucha savatam pittam karoti. When we teach, when we learn these things separately. But ekadhisthaniyanam, sansargha samnipato vaha ekadhisthaniyanam samana gunatva. It takes place at a time together. It doesn't mean that if amla is consumed, it is going to cause only pitta prakop. It is sakafa pitta prakop. So it's not only the gunas which are staying together, but gunas makes the pitta dosha prakop also together at the same place. The next example he has given, tatha vasantaha shleshma karako api adanatvena vatapittecha karoti. Right? Because that is adanakal. Then tatha varshasu api pittam chiyamanam. Varshasu api pittam chiyapanam. Shardi prakupyati kafanugam eva. As kled bahulya is already there in Varsha Ritu, that kapha gets again melted in Sharad Ritu. Tatha grishmo vatachayam rukshatvena kurvan ushnattvena manak pittachayam api bhavati. Correct? So this type of understanding all these things together, conceptually we can understand these things separately, but understanding all these things together is really needed when you practice this science. All these things are together. Correct? Mahabhutas, gunas and their effect as a rasavikalpana and doshavikalpana, these all things are going as a kindness, as a wheel together. Correct? Next. In nutshell, Rasa Vikalpana is our way to understand Bhuta Vikalpana. Rasa Vikalpana is our way to understand Bhuta Vikalpana. Bhutebhyo hi param nasti chinta. Correct? But what do you mean by that? We cannot alter other things. What we can use is only Bhut. So, what we can, as I told you already, Dravya, we cannot understand what the structure inside of Dravya by our Indriyas, our Jnanendriyas. So, what we can understand is Rasa Pancham. Correct? Artha Sankalpana, Svikar. Artha Sankalpana is a manifestation. How we can understand Artha is by our Indriyas. Bhuta Indriya Sapeksha. Bhuta is always bound. The number of Bhuta is always bound by the Indriyas. Bhutanu Pravesh is Anuman Shabda Pramanagamya. It's not by the Pratyaksha Praman. Panchikarana Adhyaha va Punah Punaha. It takes place again and again. When we go for Samskar, what we do? We change the constitution there. When we boil mudga, we insert Agni and Jala into it. Correct? When we give tadka to dal, we reduce Ruksha Guna of that shimbi and introduce some Sneha into it. Correct? Bahyataha Rasa indicates Bhuta Sthiti. This is outside the body. Rasa indicates the condition of Mahabhutas outside the body. When it is consumed inside the body, it is Vipak. Correct? And if the one Mahabhuta or one Guna is much dominant, then it is Virya. Then it is Virya. Parinamat, Pachan Paschat, Dosha Lakshana. Again the same thing, Dosha Lakshanas are different as per Avasthapak and all these things. Next. Thank you very much for your patience.
Good morning to everyone. Sir gave a wonderful lecture on Panchamahabhuta, concept of Panchamahabhuta. If anyone has got anything to ask, they can put their questions. Stand up. Please stand up and so that the focus is maintained.
It has a lot of relation with that, surely, and this will come while explaining Satkaryavad and Arambhavad in my next lecture. I will explain it. It's always rasa has a two meanings. One is a terminology and one has its own Sanskrit meaning. Sanskrit meaning is test, and our terminology, that is Saudhnya, Paribhasha. By Paribhasha, rasa means Guna Sangraha. When I say Madhura Rasa in Ayurveda Samhita, it by default means Prithvi Jala Mahabhuta Adhikya Guru Shita Snigdha Guna. And when I say Madhura Rasa Asvadyate, that means it has a taste of Madhur. So, specifically in scientific literatures, it has its own terminologies, and terminologies gives the deeper meaning. By understanding rasa, it's seldomly understood as Guna Sangraha. It's understood always as taste itself. So it leaves its deeper meaning. Rasa Vimanam Vyakhyasyaamaha. Can you understand this meaning again now? Guna Sangrahasya Manikaranam Vyakhyasyaamaha. Correct? That was it explained there. Prakriti Samveta Samvaya. This is explained in Rasa Viman 1. And he lists down Doshadi Manad Jnanartham. So he explains even Prakriti in Vimanasthan with the help of Gunas. Because that is Rasa Vimanam Vyakhyasyaamaha is a pratidnya of complete Vimanasthan, not only of that sthan. So now understand this rasa as a term, as a Saudhnya, and it will reveal you something very new. When we consume rasa, and if its vipak is different, first, as a clinician, we must know it. We cannot say that rasa effect is needed and I am getting this vipak, so what should I do? First, when any physician writes the prescription, he keeps in his mind what he expects from his drug. Correct? So, yukti stays in the mind, the intellect of the physician, that this lavana, it should go for anuloman. I need ushna guna, and in addition, I need sufficiently shitata with it. Correct? So, I have to use lavan and I have to make it shita. Correct? It's a tricky thing. Because this is not clinically very rare to have this type of conditions. A person who is having constipation and very weak, and I have to use lavan for his anuloma. In such conditions, giving lavan with ghrutam will give anuloman, but will always control the ushna guna of lavan. So, for the prescription, first we must understand that this rasa, if goes as vipak and changes as vipak, its action is going to be like this. This is a theory. This theory should be in our mind first. Second point, we must know the requirement of the Chikitsa Sutra for this prevailing pathology. Depending on that pathology, I had to write down the prescription which will break that pathology. And for that, I had to alter that dravya. I had to alter it by combinations. I had to alter this with anupan. I had to alter this with matra. I had to alter this by using kalpanas like Kwatha Kalpana, Phanta Kalpana, Hima Kalpana. By doing all these things, because pathology is not only one faceted thing. Similarly, Chikitsa cannot be a one faceted thing. It is a dosha vikalpadnyata, and so it reflects again in the Chikitsa of rasa vikalpana. Correct? On the contrary, I will expand your question to another aspect also. Do you think that patient consumes a single hetu? No. He will have Manchurian and mancha soup first, then paneer and paratha, and then ice cream, then coffee, and then pan. Where this is going to happen? Where this is going to lead is samprapti. So rasa vikalpana is always there in the hetu. It also reflects in chikitsa as well. Correct? Correct. Rasa और विपाक का कार्य क्षेत्र, the site of their actions, कहाँ पर रहेंगे? रसा और विपाक. Rasa, as I told you, it's outside the body. Basically, it's outside the body. For us to understand, the first stage to understand this dravya has these mahabhutas. Rasa is the basic clue. Vipak is actually the biological thing. Vipak is the first biological thing. And Vipak has a broader spectrum, same actions like Rasa. What is explained in Rasa? But these actions are given inside the body in the representation of Vipak. So it's again, it's rolling, whatever is rolling is only one stream. When I am at my home, I am husband, I am son, I am father. When I come to clinic, I am a physician. When I am with my friend, I am a friend. Correct? When I am delivering lecture here, I am a lecturer. When I am sitting there, I am a student. Correct? What is the same in all this chain is guna. Guna sangraha parinata, guna dominated. Guna, rasa, vipaka, virya. Correct? Vipaka again has action all over the body, but it's a representation of guna in the body. Vipak is a representation of rasa in the body. After digestion, guna and rasa are before digestion. Vipak and virya are after digestion. This is, I will give you a very nice word to understand, bioavailability. Correct? Bioavailability of gunas in set without any dominance is bioavailability of guna with dominance is virya. I am really happy for this. I don't know, this college makes me very happy. Last time also, madam, if you remember, I was so happy because I was getting so good questions from the students, and this question is really very good. Vyadhi pratyanik and dosha pratyanik. Correct? I will explain this. I can't resist myself to explain it now. I will already going to explain in this my next basic principle lectures. Dosha Pratyanik is again, it's like a concept of rasa. It's a previous, pure concept. Vyadhi is a complicated, newly constructed concept. So Vyadhi is a different thing. Dosha Pratyanik has a relation with rasa, but Vyadhi Pratyanik has a relation with Dravya Prabha. Correct? So Rasa Virya Vipak has seldom relation, it can be explained, but it cannot always explain on that basis. So Amruta is a Jvara Pratyanika. I can propose the thing that as Apyabhagama Siddhanta, that as it is of Tikta, it is in Jvara. But every Tikta Dravya should be in Jvara then. Correct? So explanation becomes little less and less efficient. Vyadhi Pratyanikta lies more with Dravya Prabha. So I don't understand what is the similarity between that. But Samsarga and Sannipata itself can be Swatantra and Paratantra. It itself can be Swatantra and Paratantra. That's what I am saying. Samsarga can be taken place Swatantra. Swatantra spashta lakshana svahetu janmopashaya. Correct. So Sansarga can be taken place by Swatantra. Swatantra, as if continuously Amla Rasa is consumed, Kapha Pitta Samsarga will take place. Like this. So this is Swatantra. Yes, first answer is yes, of course, it can. Because Samprapti is a dynamic thing. If Hetu persists, Samprapti will proceed. Correct? So, initially it can be Vata Rakta, afterwards it can be Gambhir Vata Rakta, then it can be Sannipatik Kushtha, then it can be a Sankar of Gambhir Vata Rakta and Kushtha, and in the last stages it can be Gambhir Vata Rakta, Kushtha and Sannipatik Jwar and the end of life. So this type of dynamic Samprapti can move if the Hetu persists. Yes, surely. But I will tell you, it's a very nice work done by Shivacharan Dhyani sir in Jamnagar. Yeah. He has one thesis of Rasa Nipate Dravyanam. One thesis on that. Second thesis, Vipakaha Karmanishtaya. Third thesis, Viryam Yavad Adivasat Nipatatya Upalabhyate. These are the three theses in Jamnagar. And he has done a very nice model on that. This manifestation, this type of clinical expression, how to express these concepts clinically. He has given a very nice model. Vyakta is rasa, avyakta is anurasa, or paschat vyakta is anurasa, right? So how to understand this? So in that model, I don't remember exactly because I had read this in 2000, but I will recall and I will tell you. He prepared the tinctures in water of X dravya. He prepared it by X dravya, making it as 100 times diluted in water, and give to the volunteers, 20 volunteers, to test it and write down which understand from that. Then he made it 50 times diluted, then again given to the volunteers, putting on a test and write down immediately what test you feel. So like this, one time, that is a 1/4 decoction is put on the tongue, and again it has to be written. The same drug is used, all these controls are used. By this way, to understand the rasa of Anukta Dravya is possible. This type of model is given by Shivacharan Dhyani's this thesis. And it is published by Jamnagar. You can get the book of all these three theses. Similarly for Vipaka also. Vipaka, its action on Mala, Mutra and Shukra. All these things are been done and its model is given in those theses. Actually, action is manifested by Vipak. Correct. So that's why if you see Vipak is given only in three aspects, Mala, Mutra, Shukra. That's why it is restricted to those only, because Rasa is already explained in details. Whose government is running India now? BJP's government or Modi's government? Because in Kalpa, there are few drugs, though they sound in equal proportion, has much bigger potential to act. Though they sound in equal proportion. In Kalyanaka Gulam, Dhatri Swaras is really a key drug. Correct? Of course, Trivrit is there. So that it's going to do the action. But Dhatri Phala Rasa is a dominating factor which covers the action of Kalyanaka Gulam. It's not the Gulam, though it's more. Dhatri Phala Swarasa gives action more. Correct? Similarly, in Mahamanjishtari Kashaya, all the drugs are unequal. Correct? But Indrayana Phala and Vacha, if you remove these two things from Mahamanjishtari, you will find that Mahamanjishtari Kashaya will act in a very low level. So, whenever it goes with the combination, the Viryavan, the Gunavan, one gives the action. And so, as a physician, you should understand those drugs in those combinations. What is in that drug which has a capacity to give the action? If you keep those drugs in your mind, you can use those kalpas nicely.
I think all the questions have been answered. Sir gave patiently all the answers with his clinical expertise. He is a practical man. He sees everything from the practical perspective. He is a very good clinician and tries to apply the fundamentals in his clinic. That's why we get different perspective of the knowledge. I take this opportunity to thank Dr. Srirang Galgali for his first session. And now we go ahead to the inauguration of this program. Already the Joint Director of Ayush has arrived. The Director Madam is about to come. Here we have half an hour inaugural session.